Welcome to Jetersblessings, where we do DIYs, swags, wreath, and more. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. In today's video, I'm going to start with this large ornament from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint it with some Kills white chalk paint. And then once I'm done, then I'm going to set that aside. So here is a Dollar Tree wreath form where I've already used it before, so I've took everything off and I'm reusing the frame. I'm showing you how to attach the chenille stems to the wreath form to make a work wreath. You do that all around, it takes a total of 18. So here's my 21-inch Deco Mesh that I got from Hobby Lobby. I always like to get it when it's 50% off in the floral department. So I'm just going to gather the ends and then I'll attach it to the wreath. So I'll attach it at one of the crossbars. Here I'm just using a chenille stem and making sure it's attached really well to the frame. And then I'll go ahead and cut the excess off before I start. I just like everything to look really clean. So I'll start from that black chenille stem and I'll measure out 10 inches and I'll add it to the next chenille stem, and then from each chenille stem I'll add another 10 inches so I can make 10-inch poofs until the wreath form has been completely filled. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. So I'm taking this 10-inch Deco Mesh that I got from the Christmas department, 50% off at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to go ahead and cut 12-inch lengths on those. I know my rotary blade is not the sharpest right now, but I didn't want to go and get another blade. I'd gotten up several times already to get various things, and I just didn't want to get up and get one. So here I'm showing you how I make a ruffle. I just take one of those 12-inch pieces and I run my fingers up through it and I make a ruffle, and then I attach one into each one of these chenille stems, which is 18 in total. Now if you measure out like I do, you could actually make, with the same Deco Mesh, you can make a swag and a wreath. And so that's why I like to measure mine out the way I do, because I get more for my money. And then here I'm making a bow with 5 different ribbons. The widths range from 2.5 to 2 inch to 1.5 inch. Now I just take all the ribbons and I roll them over on itself several times, and then what I do is I'll actually fold it in half and I'll find the middle part, and then I'll cut slits, about 1/2 inch slits on both sides. That way it'll help me manipulate the ribbon when I'm trying to fluff it out. Additionally, I will measure out some tails, just depends on how long you like it. Fold it in half and again cut 1/2 inch slits on the sides. That way when I add the tails to the top of the bow, I can manipulate those as well. There's actually so many different ways you can make a bow. I don't own a bow maker. I like to do all mine by hand. But they've got all different types of bow makers out there. Some that you could actually probably replicate yourself and not have to spend as much money on it. But this is good for me. It's real easy, real convenient, and it's one less thing that I have to store. So here I'm just matching up the slits, and then I'm going to use my chenille stem. I like to bunch it up because it's so thick. I like to bunch it up in the middle, get it really tightened on there very tight, and then I attach it to the wreath frame. So here, once I have it on there, I'm going to start off my fluffing process, and I can be very rough with my ribbon. And as you see me twisting and turning, that's why I make such large strips, so I can easily twist and turn those and get the different ribbons in front of the other one. Otherwise, I've seen where it looks like you can't manipulate it very well, so the ribbons like to sit side by side more or less, and I don't really care for that look. So once I have it all done, then I like to cut my tails. With the 1.5 inch or thinner in width, I don't really dovetail those very often, but I like to cut those at angles. I didn't make the tails on this one very large, or very long, excuse me. I was trying to keep it minimal just because you'll see the wreath I'm making. I tried not to put too much ribbon in this wreath because it is a Jack Skellington wreath, so I thought it would be a lot better without a whole bunch of the ribbon that I typically put in there. Now all I'm doing is I already had these pre-cut at 14 inches, and I'm folding it over just a little bit, and just so I can make one loop, and then I'll have one tail that is hanging out. And this is really just so I can have additional pops of red. Now here is that large ornament from the Dollar Tree that I painted white. I used a couple of coats on there to make sure it was good. I've got 2 pieces of felt that I have hot glued together to form the Christmas hat, and now I'm just going to sketch out his eyes. Once I've got it sketched out the way I like, I just take a black paint marker that I had got from the Dollar Tree, and I go in and fill in the black on there. So the good thing about this is because I've never even watched the entire movie, and I've never done anything with Jack Skellington, but the fact that he's a skeleton. Knowing that everything does not have to be perfect made this so easy for me to make. Now all I'm going to do is wrap this red felt around the head so I can make a Santa Claus hat on him. As you see there on my phone, I actually had a picture of his face because like I said, I've never really watched the movie, so that was a really nice template for me to go by, and I believe I got that picture off of Pinterest. So here I'm just trying to form the hat. I end up cutting off different pieces. I will say it was very easy to make, and this would actually be something that would be really cute if you made a bunch of little ornaments like this. I think the kids would have a really great time helping out. So here, all I'm about to do is take a piece of red Chanel stem and just kind of hold that piece together to make the top of the Santa hat. And then I just take some cotton balls and I hot glue it all around. I was going to use the white felt and use it as the trim, but I just really didn't like it. So I had some extra cotton balls laying around that I wasn't using and thought that would be a really cute trim for them. And I think it turned out great. As you see, I don't go all the way around just because it's pointless to put all the cotton ball back there when you're not going to be able to see it once we attach him to the wreath. Just want to make sure that you have enough coverage where if you're looking at him sideways, then you won't see any gaps. So here I am just about to attach him to the wreath. And there's a couple other large ornaments like that red one with the silver on it and that black and silver. I got those at the 99-cent store a couple years ago. And so now I'm just adding in some ornaments where I had already added in some white poinsettias and some black roses. So I think he came out great. I love it, and I hope you guys like it too. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a blessed day.